Good afternoon, and welcome to the commencement ceremonies for the class of 2017. Members of the Board of Trustees, Board Chair Mr. Dave Dunlap, Mr. Mayor, faculty and staff, grandparents, parents, siblings, families, distinguished guests, on behalf of the John Cooper School, it is my privilege to welcome you to the Dunlap Gymnasium for this commencement of the class of 2017. I now ask that you please rise as Senior Emily Moses sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Emily, for that stirring rendition and for the many times you have helped us pay tribute to our country's anthem here at Cooper. I would now like to introduce Senior Matthew Musali, who will deliver the invocation.
Good morning, well, good afternoon. As we begin this afternoon's commencement, let us take a moment to reflect and bow our heads. Lord, we thank you for our time here at Cooper. Thank you for all of the support that has propelled each of us, our high school careers, our many successes, as well as our struggles. Clearly, we could not have made it through this journey alone. We thank our parents, whose selfless guidance and unwavering support have brought us to this very afternoon. We thank our extended families, our siblings, our grandparents, and all those who have been a part of our adolescence, lighting a path along the way. We thank you for the relationships that we have been able to forge. We thank you for the gift of challenges accompanied by persistence and tenacity. We thank you for this faculty, these coaches, these administrators who have brought the spirit of John Cooper to our campus each and every day. We thank you for the gift of love, both that you shower on us and that we may share with each other. Together, on this day, marking the end of our first book and the beginning of our sequel, we pray that you may grant us even greater curiosity, compassion, wisdom, determination, and optimism as we carve new paths for our lives, mirroring that love and wisdom we have been shown. We are blessed to have this school and each other to celebrate this next step. In his name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Matthew, for that beautiful invocation. Now I would like to ask Senior Jack Wade, the valedictorian for the class of 2017, to give the valedictory address.
Hi. Sorry, the note cards were out of order there for a second. Dear Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, parents, and my fellow peers, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. To begin, I'd like to congratulate all of my classmates It's been a long, arduous road to get here, but here we are. We pushed through, we persevered, no matter how daunting the tests and projects ahead of us seemed. That's what I'd like to talk about today, grit. Now, grit is not just some word used in the title of popular cowboy movies, or to refer to Canadian politics. Rather, grit embodies perseverance and unyielding courage. No word could better describe the sheer determination we've shown in getting here, and no word could better shine a light on the path forward. If you read the biographies of Steve Jobs, LeBron James, nearly any past president, or quite frankly, anybody famous save the Kardashians, the one thing that you will see almost universally is hard work and determination. In a word, grit. To quote Travis Bradberry, grit is that extra something that separates the most successful people from the rest. It's the passion, perseverance, and stamina that we must channel in order to stick with our dreams until they become a reality. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that if you work hard, you can do anything and be the best at it. There are people in this world that are born with talents that set them above the rest and allow them to reach higher heights. But without fail, these people will rarely achieve much without hard work in addition to their natural talents. As a side note, if you are great at something and you enjoy it, that's fantastic. However, you need to keep going. You cannot afford to rest on your laurels. But all the same, grit will allow you to go places you never thought you could go. While you may not be able to be the best, you can still be excellent. As Vince Lombardi once said, we will chase perfection, and we will chase it relentlessly, knowing all the while we can never attain it, but along the way we shall catch excellence. As a class, we've shown this chase for perfection in the past, and will continue to show it in the future. The evidence is apparent. We've submitted lengthy applications for colleges and scholarships, and many of us will be attending prestigious universities this fall. We've toiled on the athletic fields, pushing through numerous workouts and running exercises, like a specific football exercise that shall not be mentioned by its official name. We've spent countless hours studying for math and science tests in the senior room, writing enough on that poor wall to cover the entire building with formulas. We've shown the curiosity and willpower to spend hours talking our way through tough public policy issues or to just understand one another. We've earned so many awards in art and literature that, were I to list them all, we'd be here until midnight. But none were earned without tens to hundreds of hours of work. We have a penchant for learning and a spectacular work ethic that together allow the following statement to ring true. Whether you want to be a politician striving to help the American dream reach more people, a doctor doing breakthrough medical research to save lives, a rock star, or simply a good mother or father, these are all things you can do, but they will not necessarily come naturally. Rarely in life does anything come free, and our futures are no exception. We have to work at them for thousands of hours. We must need years of practice. This may sound incredibly burdensome to some, but think about it. We just endured 4 years of some of the most difficult schooling available. Years of work, practice, and study got us here, and years of work, practice, and study will lead us forward. Perhaps if we think for a moment, we can imagine the future. We can imagine our future occupations, our dreams, and our families. What we may not imagine in these scenarios is the grit necessary to get there. Just looking ahead to college, classes will not be easy. Almost all of us will have several giant lecture classes, the largest consisting of 300 or more students. It's easy to get lost in that crowd. It's easy to sit back and let that class pass by, only applying ourselves just enough to receive credit. What's hard is to step forward, to really engage the material, and refuse to let yourself be just student number 34. What's hard is to make a name for yourself and to go out and get an internship or even a job. These actions, however, are also the most rewarding. I know we can and must pull ourselves up when we are feeling insignificant, for those are the times in which we are the most vulnerable to sloth. Inaction and self-pity is simply resigning yourself to the whims of life. We have the power to shape our lives, but it takes effort. It takes grit. I have all the confidence in the world that our class can and will be at the forefront of research and on the front lines of leadership in many an industry. And 13 years of spending time with you all gives me reason to believe this. As we prepare to head off to colleges across the United States and around the world, I just want us to remember how we got here and know that we have the tools and skills necessary to lead happy, successful lives because we choose to use them. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Now I would like to introduce Paige Bowen, senior class speaker, as elected by the class of 2017.
Hi, everybody. Okay. Good afternoon and welcome, Board of Trustees, parents, family, friends, and fellow graduates. As many of you know, both of my parents have worked here actually for a total of 30 years, my aunt for 12, and my brother graduated after 13 years here. So we're all thoroughly dragons. I've always had a kind of special look on life at this school. I got to live in and I got to hear all about it when I got home and pretended I wasn't listening. Being a faculty kid, you learn certain things at a very young age. For example, how to laminate, how to cut in a circle, how to arrange desks. I knew how to use the smartboard when I was 7, but I wasn't allowed to brag about it. My brother Cody and I learned early on that just because we basically lived at this school didn't mean we got to run around it like we owned the place. The lower school teachers were like our extra parents anyway, so there's no way we could have gotten away with anything, even if we tried. I remember when I was 5, I found out my front tooth was loose. The first person I told was Mrs. Ash. When my dad once left me at X Day thinking I was already home, Miss Lloyd was there to keep me company at 6 o'clock. I've had the privilege of watching the school change and expand. Buildings go up, technology advances, playgrounds get advanced. The Kiva has safety rails installed, turning it into what looks like a hot tub, and the teachers who had a hand in raising me retire. And all the while, we've had to grow up too. My entire life is scattered throughout these halls. Memories around every corner. I learned to parallel park all over this campus, let me tell you. But I'm not alone in the memories I hold close to my heart. Though mine probably isn't exactly the same experience as the next person, the image of my father famously shaking his hips, standing on his desk, and teaching us how to multiply fractions isn't mine alone. In fact, I bet just about everybody in here knows exactly what I'm talking about. We all know how it goes. Multiplying fractions, it's no problem. It's the top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. These shared experiences are what connect us as people, as a grade, as a community. Over 24 of the students behind me have been here through 13 years worth of memories at this school. But no matter if you came in kindergarten, 3rd, 8th, or even 12th grade, we all have a connection through the laughs we share, the horrible haircuts, the Cupid shuffles, the breakups, the college process, and so much more. When we first met to discuss this speech, I told Mrs. Wiley I wanted to talk about time, the passage of time, the future, and the ever-fleeting amount we have left together. Being her fantastic literary-minded self, she immediately directed me to a poem by William Wordsworth called, For the Sake of Your Attention, Tintern Abbey. I'm going to read my favorite lines of it for y'all now. If solitude or fear or pain or grief should be thy portion, with what healing thoughts of tender joy wilt thou remember me, and these my exhortations? Nor perchance, if I should be where I no more can hear thy voice, nor catch from thy wild eyes these gleams of past existence, wilt thou then forget that on the banks of this delightful stream we stood together, and that I, so long a worshipper of nature, hither came unwearied in that service, rather say with warmer love, oh, with far deeper zeal of holier love. Nor wilt thou then forget that after many wanderings, many years of absence, these steep woods and lofty cliffs, and this green pastoral landscape were to me more dear, both for themselves and for thy sake. Wordsworth held a firm belief in spots of time, moments in our lives that crystallize, that we can go back to and relive and be nourished by long after their passage. These moments stand out. They stick with us. These are the moments that you can miss if you're not careful, and you may not realize they meant so much until months or years down the road. Maybe you'll be working on a paper in your dorm room late at night. You're tired and homesick and a little sad, and you think back to recess in middle school when you played Foursquare completely wrong but didn't care because you were king. Or maybe how in 5th grade you formed a jump rope team and thought you were so cool. You'll remember Spirit Week and how we should have won Best Wall our freshman year, but you're not bitter anymore. Or perhaps you'll suddenly be overtaken with images of those, I'm sorry, but terrible metallic suits from Dragon Dance senior year, and thank God they had on tutus. You'll think of these moments, these memories, and you'll forget all about how much you miss home, how much you miss your mom, your dad, your best friends, or your cat. You'll realize that the bonds from high school are stronger than the distance that separates us. Cheesy, but true. We've seen each other through the ups and downs, the grief, the acceptances, the deferrals, the illnesses, the joys, everything. I don't know if it's because we're all feeling nostalgic or all just hyper-aware of how ready to leave we are, but I've never felt closer to everyone here. This class loves to have fun. We're so willing to play, and we find a way to make everything into a game somehow. We're a class full of talent, whether on a field, a court, a stage, in a classroom, lab, or in a studio. We're full of athletes, brilliant students, leaders, actors, artists, coders, and whatever else. Beyond all of our successes and outer accomplishments, though, this class is full of genuinely kind and great people. And from the bottom of my heart right to the top of this silly piece of cardboard on my head, it has been an absolute pleasure and privilege to know all of you. I know that some of us, myself included, are just itching for me to get this speech over with, so we can snatch our diplomas and get the heck out of here. But just bear with me for a minute longer. I want everyone to just close their eyes for a minute and take a deep breath. Keep them closed and feel the cold air around you, hear the hum of the lights above, the sound of your neighbor sniffling. Feel the pain in your back from these uncomfortable chairs, the pinch of your shoes or the tassel tickling your nose. Take it all in, every detail of this moment. Hold it in your mind. This is a spot of time, our moment. You can open your eyes now. And look around you. Look at all we've accomplished. Look at your peers and your friends. Remember the faces that have been with you for months, years. We have to make the most of this moment right now because, as I've truly come to understand over the past month, the days are long, but the years are short. We get to choose how we remember things. Choose to remember this as a happy moment. Remember that, though this may be the last time we're all together like this, the times we've shared have shaped us and will go with us beyond these walls. We'll carry them with us across the country, the world, but we'll always be able to go back to them. No matter where life takes us, we'll always have this moment. Thank you so much.
Matthew, Jack, and Paige practice very diligently. Let's give them all one more round of applause. And now I would like to introduce the upper school and faculty and alumni choir directed by Mr. Ray Moses as they sing the Old Irish Blessing by Dennis Agay. Thank you, Mr. Moses, and thank you, choir, for that beautiful song. And now, under the direction of Mr. Tony Yarbrough, the John Cooper School Bands will pay tribute to the class of 2017, playing Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Patrick Roselle. It is now my privilege, and thank you, Mr. Yarbrough, for your band. It is now my privilege to invite Senior Class President Jason Weinstein to come forward to present the senior class gift.
Hello everyone, my name is Jason Weinstein, and I'm the Senior Class President. I have the distinct honor of presenting the class of 2017's gift to the John Cooper School. Cooper is known for its amazing faculty, administration, and facilities, and we, as the class of 2017, are grateful to our parents and the school for providing the opportunity to benefit from these outstanding resources. Whether these opportunities are academic, such as learning in a cutting-edge environment as the Rock STEM building, or participating in the amazing visual and performing arts programs, or enjoying social excursions such as the wonderfully planned festivities of Spirit Week, we students are truly appreciative. And as a senior class, we would like to pay it forward. We recognize that access to these opportunities is invaluable and is the greatest gift we can share. That is why, as the John Cooper class of 2017, it is our pleasure to present a contribution to the scholarship fund of the John Cooper School. We hope that the future recipients will benefit as greatly as we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you to the senior class for that very impactful gift. As many of you may know, John Strecker, after 9 years of heading our middle school, is leaving us at the end of this school year to become the head of school at the Valley School in Ligonier, Pennsylvania. To honor John's contributions and leadership during his time with us, we would like to present John Strecker, Dr. John Strecker, with an honorary diploma from the John Cooper School. John, would you please come forward? Ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 teachers retiring this year who most schools would be happy to have one of. Their intellect, their dedication to students, their love of learning and teaching will be sorely missed. We would like to award honorary diplomas each to Carolyn Boyd, Dr. Tina Davies, Ellen Hickey, and Shannon Wiley. Would the 4 of you please come forward? And now I'd like to call to the podium Mr. Dave Dunlap, Chairman of the John Cooper Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the John Cooper School, we welcome you here today. Class of 2017, on behalf of that same board, congratulations. We anticipate the many ways that you will perpetuate and expand the legacy and reputation of the John Cooper School with your impressive deeds. Congratulations. The faculty and staff, thank you very much on behalf of that same Board of Trustees. Your tireless dedication, extracting the best and developing the ambitions of all of our students, and cultivating the minds of these young people, and I think most importantly, cementing the keystone of the burgeoning reputation of the John Cooper School. We are very grateful. Thank you. And finally, to the parents of the class of 2017, on behalf of the board, I thank you as well. First off, thanks for having faith in sending your kids to this school. Not an easy choice to make. Thank you for your financial support. This is still a young school, a developing school in many ways, and we count on financial support in many ways from our current families. And the class of 2017 parents have been particularly generous. Thank you very much for your support. You know, Ann and I have had children at this school for 24 years. I've written a few tuition checks. And there are times that I wonder about, or that I have wondered about, whether or not there's a real return on that investment. Some of you parents of these graduates, these may be your first graduates, and you may be wondering the same thing. I'll tell you this, based on my experience, there will be a moment in time, very soon, could be this summer, could be sometime within the next couple of years, where your graduate from the class of 2017 does something like, I don't know, recite some obscure literature or poetry that you've never heard of before that they are intimately familiar with from Miss Wiley's class. Or perhaps they offer some ingenious intellectual commentary or on some random concept embedded within the Constitution, and when you begin to debate them, they pull out their pocket Constitution as proof that you're wrong. Or perhaps they're off at college at MIT or Stanford or Texas A&M, and they're studying quantum mechanics or nuclear physics, and they're making straight A's, and you say, I'm amazed that your grades are so good. They were never that good at John Cooper. And they say, John Cooper was harder. The reality is they're exceptionally well prepared, and the investment that you've made in them at the John Cooper School has prepared them. And I think when any one of those events hits you, as it did me many times, you too will realize this is the best investment you will ever make. Thank you very much.
And now, we are very proud to begin the awarding of diplomas to the members of the class of 2017. As we call the name of each senior, we invite members of that senior's family to rise in recognition of this wonderful accomplishment. Ayman Hadif bin Abdul Razak. Stein Jan Hein Albers. Saeed Aram, cum laude. Yusuf Mirza Beg. Jonathan Nall Beatty. Serena Janine Beckler. Zachary Lazar Ben Said. Ryan Joseph Berrigan. Marie Berthiaud, cum laude. Sonia Aradna Batia. Neil Richard Bogenreiter. Audrey Paige Bowen. Charlotte Emily Brighton. Jessie Ann Brown, cum laude. Trent Matthew Burgess. Monica Kanavati. Riley Shay Carlson. Richard Blair Chapman. John Wiley Coleman. Hannah Gia Collins. Nicholas Henry Corson. Claire Ashlyn Cromley. Stephanie Pinto de Mesquita Ferreira Cruz. Patrick Robert Curran. Sean Austin Davis. Wesley Martin DeMarco. Michael Frederick Deemer, cum laude. Isaac David Gill Drickhammer. William Samuel Ducharme, cum laude. Mike Joseph El-Khoury. Rachel Regina Feigen. Gibson Grace Field. Robert Foster Finney. Mark Henry Flanagan, cum laude. Pamela Elizabeth Fatasic. Elizabeth Anna Frank. Kaylee Ann Frazier. Sophia Marie Frusco. Alfredo Garcia Sanchez, cum laude. Cameron James Garrison. Jonathan Noel Goodridge. Garrett Ray Gropel. Fatima Soldat Hashemi. Peyton William Hayes. Zachary Charles Hebert. Preston Michael Hodges. Grant Kyle Utel. Isla Noor Iqbal, cum laude. Wesley Thomas Ireland. Kathan Singh Jolly. Jada Denton Jones. Chase Walter Rodriguez Uzjak. Nicole Elizabeth Rodriguez Uzjak. Brian Alexander Kennedy. Victor Abdulio Carre, cum laude. Spencer Jacob Catterhagen. Judith June Coe. Adam James Crable. Alyssa Penzen Lai. Brittany Nicole Laverne. Grace Hannah Lawson. Adriana Leal Isla. William Richard Libby. Nicholas Paul Mahler. Jacob Matthew Money. Melissa Carol Martin. Natalie Victoria Matner. Catherine Connell McGinnis. Allison Kate McWilliams. Kennedy Brianne Moran. Emily Ray Moses. Adam Julian Muheef. Matthew John Musali. Andrea Perez Flores. Abhishek Sunil Pottar. Cum laude. Madison Avery Price. Caitlin Rose Ramirez, cum laude. Ignacio Tomas Ranieri. Emerson Keith Raybon. Grace Elizabeth Reagan. Grace Olivia Rich, cum laude. Christina Sophia Rivella, cum laude. Sadie Melissa Robb. Isabel Grace Sands, cum laude. Riley Madeline Schumann. Madison Page Scott. Trevor Michael Scotty. Cassidy Rebecca Sellers. Madeline Ray Sitter. Blake Thomas Smith Cortez. Ian Hugh Steneker. Christy Alexandra Swanbeck. William Noel Trainer Leonardo. Gina Therese Valderrama, cum laude. Claire Helen Varney. Sanjana A. Venkatesh, cum laude. John Stewart Wade, cum laude. Jason Nathaniel Weinstein, cum laude. Noah Henderson Coe Westcote. John Brady Whitney, cum laude. Merrill Wesley Wilgrubs. Kaylee Nicola Wood. Nathaniel Wingyan Wu, cum laude.
Riley Carlson, would you please stand up? How you doing down there? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Carlson is the 1,600th student to graduate from the John Cooper School. And how about Grant Utel? Ladies and gentlemen, Grant is the first legacy graduate of the John Cooper School. Grant's mother, Hillary, would you please stand, Hillary? John Cooper School class of 1996. Seniors, everyone here tonight wants you to know how proud we are of you. We will miss each one of you, and we sincerely hope you will come back to visit us whenever you are in town. You are always welcome to come home to your school. Your potential in the future is unlimited, and please know that we are sincerely interested in hearing about everything that you accomplish. Please share your successes with us. They bring us great fulfillment, and we want to tell our current students and parents about all the great things you will achieve. Take good care of yourselves, and take good care of each other, tonight, this weekend, and in the weeks ahead. Please be safe as you celebrate and share this special time with each other. Seniors, please rise. Turn your tassels. The John Cooper School class of 2017.